I set my stovetop to 2. It's on a lower setting. You don't want to do a high setting because you don't want to burn the butter or the marshmallow that we're going to start to melt. But I have this big saucepan here. You honestly, for this recipe, you could get away with using something a little bit smaller, maybe like halfway. But this is the biggest thing I have. The other pots I have are like too small for this. So if you have pots at home and, you know, one's bigger, it's always better to go with the bigger pot just because you want everything to fit inside. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to take some salted butter, and on the side it tells you the measurements. These are tablespoons right here. So this right here is from the left all the way to my thumb is 3 tablespoons. I'm just gonna cut a section of that off and then put it into the pan and wait for it to melt. The butter has completely melted, and I'm just going to add 4 cups of mini marshmallows. And what I'm going to do is just stir in circular motions until all of this melts. The marshmallows take some time to melt, so if you're sitting here and you're still stirring and it's been like 5 minutes, that's totally normal. It's just going to take some time. It's really important to keep stirring because you don't want anything to stick and burn to the bottom. The thing I love about this recipe is it smells so good when you make it. At this stage, we're just going to start to get really, really clumpy. Make sure you're mixing it really well, and make sure you mix the bottom so this marshmallow at the bottom doesn't end up burning. This is almost melted. There's a few lumps. I'm just going to continue to stir and wait for it to fully melt so I can put the Rice Krispies in. This is fully melted. As you can see, there's no lumps in the marshmallow. Rice Krispies, I measured out 6 cups. And you're just gonna slowly pour and stir at the same time. So stir and then pour a little bit more and stir. It's easier to do when you have 2 hands. I'm holding my phone in the other. These are all mixed together, so I'm going to transfer this into this clear pan right here. So now I'm just taking my Rice Krispie mixture and I am transferring it from the pot to the pan. I'm trying my best to get as much out as I can. You're going to end up with some Rice Krispie residue left on the bottom of the pot. You're not going to get all of it. It is really sticky. But I just tried my best. And then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use my wooden spoon and just spread everything out as best as I can. So I'm taking parchment paper and I'm just pressing down on the Rice Krispies in the pan. I'm doing this so everything is evenly distributed. I just finished packing all of the Krispies down, and this is the finished product. What you can do now is you can cut it into squares and you can serve them. It's still a little warm because we just made them, but it's still fine to eat. You can store these in an airtight container for up to 2 days, and you should be fine to eat them. Thank you for watching.